Hey guys, we are in Crystal River, Florida today. The forecast for Pensacola was cloudy and rainy and cool, so we decided to head south a few days early, and now we're in Crystal River. We're at the beach. We got our RV parked and set up, had some lunch, and now we're taking some time at the beach. And I noticed that they've got the buoys set up so that the birds can social distance out here, one bird per buoy, and they're all obeying the social distancing guidelines. Hi, I'm John, and I like to relax.
He really does. And I'm Tammy, and I like to explore.
She really does. And I'm Austin, and I like to repeat.
He really does.
And together we are Relax, Explore, Repeat.
Hi guys.
Hi.
We arrived in Crystal River, Florida today. We made it to the RV park where we were staying and got set up. It was early enough in the afternoon. We had plenty of daytime left. So we decided to go to the beach. The RV park was like on the way to the beach. So the beach area was like on a dead-end road. You went all the way down to the coast area.
We're about 4 miles away from the beach.
4 miles.
4.5 maybe.
And we got there. There's a nice area, picnic tables, white sand, almost as white as Pensacola. The water is more, I don't know if it's not like directly on the Gulf. There's like some islands
maybe
out
like an
in
inlet,
barrier islands or something. It's just there wasn't really any waves, so to speak. Kind of like a lake beach almost. I really like the towns that are like on the Gulf because of the waves. The sound of the surf, and I could just sit there and stare at it for hours. But this did not have that. The water was a little more lake-ish, not really any surf to speak of, but it was nice. It's a good place to lay out on a sunny day, and you know the water's nice and calm for that. You know, so there's that. Another day, another beach. It's 68 degrees and a little bit sunny, a little bit overcast. It's a nice day. Much better than Kansas City, I'm sure. We found these, we didn't find them, they were already here. There's some birds that have kind of a bright orange on their beak. Austin, they're black and white. Austin said, "Hey, flying penguins." So, kind of unique looking bird. A really long beak for, I don't know, unusual flying penguins. Anyway, we're taking a walk on the beach. I used to say a bad day at the beach is better than a good day at work, but now I don't have to worry about work anymore. So life's a beach now. So not just seagulls around here. There's lots of different birds here on the beach. The ones that flew south for the winter are here picking food off the rocks. And yeah, high tide. I don't know if this is maybe if this is underwater at high tide. I don't think the tide gets that high. Those clams, are they oysters? What are they? Clam shells? Oyster shells. Interesting, nonetheless. Oh, they're pretty good. Look, got my car hid souvenir
Car hinge.
Car hinge, Alliance, Nebraska.
I'll be the photographer. I'm not getting in there. The water's not as pretty as Pensacola. Of course, this time of year in Pensacola it wasn't very pretty, but it's definitely clear.
We're gonna watch the flying penguins. See how close I can get to them. One by one. Bark, 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 bark. The sand here is almost as white as Pensacola. The water, however, not quite as pretty. It's a little on the not blue side, but that's okay. It's warmer. It's easier to sit on the beach when the temperature is better. There was a trail nearby that we walked, a boardwalk that just kind of went around through the woods. It was really neat looking woods. They had these big old trees with moss hanging down, and of course the palm trees. And we saw some amazing wildlife. There was this like squirrel. There was a group of people standing around, ooh, pointing and looking, and so we were curious.
I thought they spotted an alligator. I was like, oh, cool alligator.
They were bunched up around this railing looking down like, oh, what are they? And it was a squirrel.
It was a squirrel.
Like,
and it wasn't really even doing anything. It was just sitting there like.
It was pretty bold. We're in Citrus County, Florida at the Roger Batchelor Pier, Fort Island Gulf Beach. We're going to take a walk out on the pier, see if we see any fish. A nice looking boardwalk in the palm trees. It's really like a palm tree jungle. Yeah, is that Spanish moss? Is that what that's called? The moss hanging from the trees gives it a really cool, I like that. Really cool look. Welcome to the jungle. I like all the palms. The palms, like as in the book of Palms, as Joe Biden would say. And there's people being entertained by a squirrel.
You know why now?
It's a squirrel.
Yeah, we're not called alligators.
Hey, a squirrel.
Well, yeah, he knows. He knows where the people come to eat.
Never seen so many people entertained by a squirrel. Pretty common where we're from. I don't know. I saw one at the RV park too, so I guess pretty common in Florida as well. I don't know. I don't know what the big draw was for the squirrel, but there's the beach where we were just a few minutes ago. Over there. Now we're on the fishing pier. Taking a walk on the wild side. Nobody's fishing today, looks like. Just sightseers. There's a better view of the beach where we were at. Yeah, there's a boardwalk off of the pier back there a little ways. I think it goes through the trees and over to the beach. We're gonna go see if that's the case or not. Off in the distance, you can see a nuclear power plant, the cooling towers or whatever those big things are that become synonymous with nuclear power plants. Right there. There's what do you call this thing? A shelter, a gazebo shelter area with picnic tables. There's squirrels over there looking for scraps. There he is. Scratching fleas onto the picnic table. So here's the boardwalk that goes off into the palm forest with the mossy trees. It's really neat. And back in here, I'm looking for a grass hut where Gilligan and Skipper live. I think it's around here somewhere. Or maybe not. I don't think they were. Yeah, never mind. It's not an uncharted desert isle. We're still in Florida. Very cool little stroll through the trees here. Yep, it comes out on the beach. And I think I'm going to turn around because I don't want to walk through the sand in my tennis shoes. So here we are at the beach. There's several shelters here on the beach with picnic tables and a single palm right there so you can picnic Florida style. Anyway, we parked back over this way, so we gotta walk back to the Jeep anyway. We could walk around. It's only about half a block from the beach to the fishing pier where we parked. Check out this gnarly branch. Starts over here, up, curves down, around, up, down, around. I don't know what kind of tree this is, but it's really cool. The limbs just go all over the place. Twist and turn. Yeah, this is huge. Good grief. I wouldn't mind seeing an alligator in the wild. Later we had walked down and out onto this pier, the fishing pier. It was a small pier, and we were standing out there, and I was watching. There was a group of guys, you know, kind of tough-looking guys that had been out on the pier, and they were walking back. And the guy was looking at his phone, and the squirrel came charging down the railing. He jumped. It scared the heck out of him. It was pretty funny.
Kind of like what John does when he sees a bird.
Yeah, like when I hear the flapping sound.
He doesn't like birds.
I had a bad experience.
Oh, really? What happened?
I had a bad experience.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, it was funny to watch somebody else be scared of something. Well, we're on our way back to the RV park, and we saw a sign for the Fort Island Trail Park. Decided to pull in and check it out. There's a boat launch and a little boardwalk around the park, which we will walk. And then there's a turkey vulture sitting on top of that shelter with the picnic tables. Very common bird around our area. I was a little surprised to see him here. It's just kind of neat. A little canal that leads over to the boat launch area. It's not as windy here now that we're away from the Gulf side a little bit. He's up there. Looks like a hood ornament or decoration up there. Switched over to regular mode so I could zoom in. There he is, sitting up there surveying his domain, or looking for something dead to eat. Usually where I see him, picking on roadkill. Got that moss hanging from the trees. That's cool stuff. I like that. It's like,
moss hanging from the trees.
there's a shelter over there with the stone pillars. It's really kind of cool looking. It's got some picnic tables. There's a fishing pier. This one's cool. Completely dead tree with moss. Huh. That's cool stuff. Huh? So, oh yeah, this little trail is just a. It said trail, didn't it? Something part. It's just a little concrete sidewalk around this very small park. Unless there's some place we don't know about. I don't know. How beautiful the walk was, huh? On the reviews. Well, yes, it was a beautiful walk. All 5 minutes of it in a circle around this little bitty park. Yeah, it'd be a very good place to come have a picnic. Yeah, this trail seems to go over to the other parking lot where the boat launch is. You can see a little. It's not much of a walk. Yeah, more of just a picnic spot, I think, than a trail. Austin just scared himself.
No.
What happened?
I poked myself.
Oh, you poked yourself. Okay. Squirrels. Pretty active. Yeah, this looks like a good place for an alligator. Over here in the little channel. Steve Irwin. Guys, look! A crocodile! In Australia. No. Not in Australia. I don't see. Okay, we've got to be careful. I don't see any crocodiles. I would like to see an alligator.
Oh, crikey. Look at that.
Crikey. What? A crikey? What's a crikey? Uh-huh.
Oh, crikey, there's a log down there.
Shh, be quiet. Got to be very quiet. It's a log. It's submerged in the water.
There's no log. That's a log.
Huh?
If you like marriage, it'd be a good place to fish.
Yeah, if you like fishing, it's a good area. We don't have much experience with Florida except for like the Panhandle, Daytona, Panama City. We drove through Destin once. Went to Clearwater Beach a million years ago, not too long after we were married. For us, this is kind of a new look, new Florida that we've never explored before. Tammy's saying she really likes it. Different from what we've ever experienced in the past. So this is our first time exploring other parts of Florida than the coast, the beach towns. In the past, we've gone to Gulf Shores, Alabama, which is a beach town, Pensacola, beach town, Panama City, beach town, Destin, beach town, Miami, beach town,
Fort Lauderdale.
beach town, etc.
Fort Lauderdale was cool. It's not really a beach town, but
Yeah,
it was cool.
yeah, it was. So anyway, this is different. This is kind of new for us. This part of Florida, not necessarily the beach town with the cheesy souvenir shops and stuff.
What'd you like?
Which I like.
Which are your
I grew
favorite?
up like we used to go to Texas, like the Gulf in Texas, and little beach to Galveston, and what's the island down there?
Padre Island.
Padre Island, and we'd stay in the little mom and pop motels, and I had a pair of shark jaws that I bought down there when I was a kid, and just I like the cheesy, souvenir shops, and I grew up on that, but I like that. But
Now, well, before we started RVing, we mostly stayed in condominiums.
Right.
Or hotels, mostly condominiums right on the beach. So we could just either have a really good view and just walk straight out. So other than like going to the beach in our condominium and these little souvenir shops, we really never got a taste of what Florida was outside of the beach towns.
Right.
So it's kind of neat. So we're looking forward to finding the downtown area to see what kind of shops these little towns have here, other than like just the cheap
cheesy souvenir shops.
Yeah, cheesy souvenir shops.
Yeah. Should be interesting. This is new.
Yeah.
So stay with us and
Explore
Florida
with us. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. See you next time. I'll record that. These are red.
One up?
Sure. Redfish, fresh caught today.
How much do you think that weighs?
You're only allowed one each when they're in the red line.
Wow.
And you can't take any more than two.
Oh wow. That's a good sized fish. Yeah. Nice.